but I don't know much about them. So we're going to be figuring out in the market. I have stunt here says +2 notice when looking for awakened characters. I don't even know if the cultists are awakened. That means if they have magic, but let's give it a try. So scene number 1, I propose a scene where Benedict enters a market, an urban cyberpunk looking market in the middle of a city. Lots of people, vendors, crowd, noisy sounds, police enforcement, everything you can imagine. It's of course raining, night, lots of neon lights. And what else? Yes, I'm expecting that nothing special is gonna happen to Benedict as he arrives the market, because I don't know what's going on. So I'm expecting it's a normal market day, and for this reason I'm going for the scene check. Expectation checker. In the book it says, okay, it happens as expected, it's a normal day in the market. I get there and I want to know what's more or less going on in there. That's an oracle question, it's part of the scene setup. Activity. And it says there's expelling someone. So you see police basically punching two rebellious guys that were causing trouble on the area. Maybe they tried to steal something. Whatever it is, the police wasn't very forgiving. Punched him in the face, kicked him down on the floor, dragged him like a sack towards their car. And this is a bit the scene that's being prepared. Now, Benedict is gonna take action. I'm gonna start playing. I'm gonna look for awakened characters around me. So let's check for a notice roll +2 because I'm using this stunt. And the difficulty should be somewhere around 2. Let's say 3. I didn't say that before rolling, that's a bit unfair. But I didn't get any especially good roll. I guess +2 would be 2 against 3. Maybe there is a cost. So if you know Fate, you can succeed at a cost, and the cost is that I'm gonna leave a signature in the astral. This is because I know the setting, right? And it's important that you know the world you're playing in. So because I'm trying to sense magic, maybe I leave a trace. So there might be a complication kicking back. But anyways, I'm gonna get what he wants. So he's gonna be able to spot magic, despite leaving a stronger trace on the astral world. That someone, if capable or skilled at magic, might trace it back to him. Let's see, what do we learn, right? And this learn, there's a table, scene discovery, that it's gonna be, you're gonna find it in the book here, discovery. It's what we're rolling, it's basically a d10, right? And let's do that now. Scene discovery, we're trying to figure out what do we learn from sensing the magic. Of course, we're looking for someone, and we get improve a relationship. So someone is liking this. That means what I'm reading is that someone is detecting the sensing, because we did succeed at a cost, and somehow there is someone reacting to that. Let's describe this someone. Are they physically close? Let's make this question, right? Are they physically close? This is a yes or no oracle question. We don't know if they're physically close. We don't seem to see anybody, and they seem to be on the astral side. So someone approaches us. Okay, let's see their intent, right? This is another oracle table you can check. It's here, or intent. You roll this one, 2d10 for this table. What do they want? Someone detected us there. They want to fight the cause. So totally, this sound is this. We triggered a cultist reacting here, right? This is the most reasonable consequence of our attempt. So we ascend someone with magic. We are not sure where they are physically, and they are reacting to us. So we see a spirit coming to Benedict. Benedict is not a magician, he's an adept, but he might feel that. let's roll to see if he feels it. Again, it's a notice. Stuns applies, so this +2 means 3 against someone else's check. I'm gonna guess someone else's check is gonna be let's see, a roll of skill 2 plus fate dice. Someone else's check is a total of 4, much better than ours. So are they trying to be stealthy? Like, are they engaging us? Engaging Benedict? Because we say, yeah, improve our relationship, right? Whoever that is engaging in stealth. So Benedict walks around, nothing to notice there, and suddenly what? What is it? Intent. They fought a cause, so they want to reject Benedict as sensing the magic. They want to block him, so they're gonna make an attack. But at the same time, yes, on the astral side, they're going to block his sensing skills. This is an attack against him, so this would be craft against craft. He's not a magician, and they're gonna be much stronger than him. Sorry about that, Benedict, but someone is attacking your willpower. Perhaps willpower. Also nothing here. So let's check. They got it 1, so it's a pretty crappy roll. And Benedict got a 2, so he's now notices someone is trying to block his magic, and he says, "Who's that? What's going on?" Trying to identify what's going on. I am going to check what happens next. There is a risk here, so I'm gonna roll a risk. A risk is also a scene component you can find here. Bad things that can happen. The typical what can go wrong question. We confirm a concern. So Benedict, what you're feeling is that a cultist reacted to your trying to detect them and is trying to negate you from the astral. That is what Benedict feels. So he's got spotted. He could not find a physical target, and now he should hide. How can an adept hide from someone projecting into the astral? That's a great question. It's up to Benedict to think about, and let me get in his shoes again. He's gonna go stealth, but in the astral it's difficult to hide. He's definitely turning off his adept powers, his sensing, and then he's gonna stealth. So he's gonna move out of the market, look for a spot. So Benedict, roll a stealth check against someone else's notice. That's a 2. Someone else's notice is gonna be poorly on the physical world. So let's check how that goes, Benedict. Someone else does better than Benedict. Benedict, you are about to fail. I'm gonna spend a fate point. Oh, I had 2, 1, 2. I should have 3. Benedict's gonna spend a fate point because it's critical for him to succeed. And he's gonna call. Cannot use any adept thing. He's got a Suzuki. Parents abandoned him. Got a heavy Beretta. Got a hacker. There's nothing to spend a fate point for you. There's nothing you can do. Benedict runs, tries to hide. But the question is there someone following him? Because they know their physical location still. I guess so. Dangerous. So someone's gonna look for him, and I'm going to call this the end of scene number 1, with Benedict running away from the market. Where does he go next? He looks for the next safe location. Let's describe an area. The next location is not going to be the core of the market, but rather in a curiously fortified place. I'm guessing there's some electrified fence and some boxes. Maybe there's some kind of shop. For inspiration, you can always use random tables if you want to help yourself. The oracles here are quite vague sometimes, but that's fine. You also have the scene unfolding machine if you want further prompts. So for example, there's an adjective table I can roll here. You can get it also. Aberration, horrible, disastrous, distress. So I'm thinking of Benedict looks for a safe place and he finds some sort of abandoned workshop. He jumps the fence. He hides behind the boxes there. I don't know what can happen next really, so the next scene number 2 is going to be about a scene prompt. The scene prompt is the other type of scenes you can come up with. They represent situations where you're not sure what happens next really. All you know, Benedict or your character goes somewhere. What happens next? I don't know. Let it prompt us. Invokes a context event. Context event is another table. You can find it around here. A catalyst. Oh, there's a typo. It should be called a catalyst. Let's roll on the context or catalyst. It's the same thing really. It's called catalyst here. The catalyst is a local faction activities. Okay, so Benedict goes. He jumps as a fence. He hides. There are some cameras around there, but he avoids them. However, he finds a faction there. A Shadowrun faction could be, I don't know, let's say from Shadowrun world, this is a technology occupied faction. Is it? We can check, or we can say what kind of enemies are there. This is also an oracle question. They are sneaky. What else? And agile. So a bunch of gangers are bunching up in this abandoned workshop doing what? Let's check what are they doing. This is the activity oracle. The activity oracle, you can find it here. As you see, I know the oracles beforehand, so they're not so many. Get familiar with them helps. The activity is they are controlling someone. Alright, so Benedict jumps the fence, enters the workshop. He spots some gangers and they have someone tied up on a chair. Benedict looks back. Is someone following him? Let's check. Because now he's in trouble. We don't know. For now. So for now, it looks like no one is following. Benedict tries to buy time and he looks for an escape route. But before that, he's gonna listen. He's gonna check a bit the situation. He's curious. What are they talking about? So I'm gonna check the what oracle. What oracle is a table here. It's 3d10. And if you guys are following me, oops, this is the wrong thing. The what should prompt us with what's gonna be about. I mean, I'm taking the risk, Benedict's taking the risk to stay and yeah, just to learn what's going on in that workshop. Sabotaged own result. So they're punching someone with clubs and heavy metal knuckles because someone seems to have sabotaged their business. Any signs of this being cultists? I'm not using adept perception because that's gonna spoil me, but let's try anyways. Difficulty 2, we got a 4, so is this related to cultists? Are these cultists by chance? No, they are not. Okay, so they are not cultists. I took a risk, so I'm gonna let the enemy take action. And for that, ideally you use the scene unfolding machine, which is an NPC action or GM actions, but I don't want to add things here. I'm gonna ask if someone is gonna do something to Benedict. Is someone attacking Benedict while he's here? I guess this is gonna be unlikely because I'm being hidden, although they know my location. But let's see. No. But, no but. But what? But Benedict, as he goes out, he sees some people, shady people, gathering around the workshop from the outside of the fence, looking around the place. And they do not seem to be the same kind of people as the gangers, so things are not nice, and with that we'll end the scene by having Benedict get out of the place. But first we need to check if he's spotted. Gonna roll a stealth check against the gangers, who are distracted anyways, but who knows, things can always go wrong. So I get a +3 on stealth. The gangers are distracted, so no bonus for them, and they don't seem to spot Benedict at all. He also evades some cameras and gets out, goes. But what will he do next, right? Because he knows he was spotted. Now the thing is, the mission is kind of spoiled, so his plan is, maybe he will let himself be followed on purpose, just to know more of his enemy as well, right? Without losing the advantage. And with that, I'm cutting up this video. I hope you found it useful. Yeah, maybe I'll continue playing this game because it's interesting. Thank you and bye bye. Support me if you like this kind of products, my games, my random tables. Check my profile on Drive-Thru RPG and have fun, guys. Bye bye.